Hey, this is Carolyn at Carolina Crafting, coming to you with a new video today, and I'm featuring one of the new online exclusives that's available today, March the 3rd. This is the Barbecue Masters stamp set and then the dies that go with it. I think this is such a fun set for all of those who like to grill or great at grilling. It's got a lot of versatile stamps in here for Father's Day, happy birthday, and I just love it. You're flipping awesome to the grill master, grilling and chilling. This is just going to make some really fun cards. And then the dies, it cuts out pretty much all of the stamps, but then you also have dies where you can build a hamburger. You have condiments, tomatoes. I believe that's for onions. That's either to make a pickle, or you might even can make French fries out of that one. You have shrimp. You even have like skewers. It's so cute. I can't wait to make several cards out of this, but I thought I would make one for the newsletter I send out weekly out of this set and just show you some of the things you can do with it. So let's clear this out of the way. So I did a lot of pre-cutting and stamping and die cutting so that the video wouldn't get so long. So what I'm starting out with here is just a piece of basic white. It's 2 3/4 by 4 inches. And I'm going to use some blending brushes and just bring a little color onto the paper. So I'm starting out with Granny Apple Green. And just load up my brush here. Start off the page, but then bring it in for a little bit of color. Okay, that's pretty good. Oops. And then I'm going to do the top half with Balmy Blue. And so you'll see it just kind of represents grass and then the sky. Add just a little more up here at the top. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to bring in all the other little pieces of my card, and you'll see I already stamped my grill. And it's actually going to go on this page here. But I wanted to fill in, I don't like all that white there. So I'm going to use, let's see, I think I'll use Smoky Slate and go in there and just fill some of that in so it doesn't look white there. And I'll use a blending brush and do the same thing. Just get a little bit on a blending brush and go in and fill it in. That way it looks like you've got some charcoal in there too, I think. Add a little there on the top. I like that look better. Okay. And I believe that's all the blending we're going to do. So I'm going to remove my little scrap piece of paper here. So I'm starting out with just an A2 card base, 5.5 by 4 1/4. No, I'm sorry, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. There, that's better. And then I cut a piece of this paper. Comes in the Cute as a Bug Designer Series paper, and it just seems to match that picnic theme perfectly. So I cut a piece to go with my card here, and it's cut at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So we'll go ahead and adhere it. you'll see it just leaves a little hint of that black on the outside there. Okay. And now for the piece of white we just blended colors on. Again, it's 2 3, or I'm not sure I said, it's 2 3/4 by 4 inches. And then you want just a little black mat to go around it. Again, a tiny one just like the edge of the card. So the basic black is 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. So we're going to glue those two together. And then we'll glue this to the center of our card. I think I need a new bottle of glue here. Let me grab a new bottle of glue. Oops. That's the good thing about the liquid glue. You can always move it if you drop it in the wrong place. Let me just clean up my glue mess there. Okay, and then we're going to add the grill on there. And I think this is already looking so cute. Put a little glue on my grill. We're going to offset him kind of to the left a little bit. Okay, and then I've got one of these little, I cut out one of these sausages to put on the grill. I almost think he needs a little shading just to make him look a little more realistic. So let me bring in my scrap paper again and grab something, do a little shading on him. I think I'll come in with a little bit of pecan pie, just to give him a little color around the edges. I'm going to take most of this off, just so there's just a little hint there to show he's been cooking on the grill for a little while. Okay, I think I like it like that. All right, and then we'll glue him on the grill. Okay. And let's see, I lost one of my little pieces. Hang on just a second. There he is. It's this little spatula. So what I did for him is I stamped him in smoky slate, and then I used the pecan pie marker, the blends, and just colored the handle in so it'd look a little different, give a little more definition to it. So I have him, and then I have this shape that I cut from the Stylish Shapes dies, and we're going to stamp onto it. You're flipping awesome. And we'll just use the Memento black ink for that. Okay. I think this is going to be so cute. And then we're going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals just to pop him up off the card a little bit. there. And then we need to put our spatula down here too. See if I can just get a tiny little bit of glue on there. Okay. And then for the inside, I've just got a blank piece of basic white. But I had this, I'm bad to keep scraps. I get made fun of all the time. And I had this little bitty scrap left. It was longer. So I just cut it just to fit the bottom of my card to dress up the inside. So it's 4 inches long, but I'm not sure how, maybe a ½ inch. I didn't measure it because like I said, it's just a little scrap I had left over. And cut it just to fit along the bottom of my inside piece of the card, just to give it a little more character. And then we'll glue it down. Okay, there you go. I think it's so cute. I just love this stamp set, and I can't wait to make some more things with it. Let me bring it in and show you again. It's the Barbecue Master stamp set, and then the die cuts that go with it. If you haven't been on the website today to see all the new online exclusives, please go over and check that out. And thank you for watching another video. If you enjoy my videos, if you don't mind subscribing and hitting the notification button, that way anytime I post a new video, you'll be alerted. Thank you for watching.